Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed this really beautiful makeup look for you guys. I don't even know what to call it, but I did try a bunch of different techniques and it's just so, it's kind of sultry, kind of sparkly, not overly dark, but it's just, I just think it's really pretty. So if you like this look and you want to see how I got it, please keep on watching. First thing we are going to do is lightly set the eyes. I just have a little bit of concealer and I'm just setting it with a little translucent powder. I do also want to add a little bit of powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallout. I'm not really sure if the palette we're using today has a lot of fallout, but I just want to be safe since I already went ahead into my base. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Banana Bread powder. And I'm just going to take a very, very small amount on my little triangle puff. This I got from Amazon. And I'm not taking too much product. I just want to add a little bit here just to catch any fallout. So that should be more than enough. So this is the palette we're going to be using today. This is from Real Her. This is the palette Dreams So Big. I got this in last month's BoxyCharm and I just wanted to play around with it. I've tried a couple of their products before and everything I've tried so far I have enjoyed. So hopefully, you know, this doesn't disappoint. So I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics and Nazanin Kavari brush collab in number 6. And I think I want to go in with this shade right here, which is Imagine. Taking this fluffy brush, there is quite a bit of a fallout, if you can see, just right here. Maybe you can see, maybe you cannot, but there's a little bit of fallout. So I am going to place this right here. And usually I do start off with the outer portion, but today I do want to switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to just push this in right in the inner portions like this. And I'm just stopping halfway. So once I've gotten most of the product on that area, then I'm going to move around in circular motions and just kind of feather it and pull it out a little bit just over here. And then I'm just taking this and I'm just going to go straight across, just diffusing this color a little bit. And then I'm running it up into the brows just a little bit. Cleaning my brush off a little bit. I'm just going to keep buffing. I'm going to keep buffing this and pulling it up into the brows, just this inner portion, until I'm happy. So now I'm going to take this shade right here, which is Empower. I'm taking a small little defining brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look straight and I'm going to add this right into the crease. What we're going to do is just adding a little bit of definition without it being really harsh. But I only want to do this on just kind of halfway and over. So it's going to look a little something like that. I'm going to do the other side really quick and then we're going to go and blend. So now I'm cleaning off that brush again, and now I'm just going to move this around a little bit, going upwards, but in small circular motions. I'm kind of just buffing above that line. I'm not going straight in the middle where I added the product, kind of just going above it, because I don't want to lose that little bit of definition. So you can still see it, but it's not very harsh. I'm going to take this light pink right here, which is called Desire, and I'm going to take a small little flat brush, add this right on the lid, and I'm just tapping that in. I don't want this to be really bright, so that's why I'm not going in with a wet or a more dampened base. I just want a little bit of brightness. What I'm also going to do is just take a very small amount and add it right into the inner tear duct, just for a little extra brightness. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here, which is Inspire, taking that same original fluffy brush that I did use, and I'm going to go over the eyes just in this area. And I'm depositing most of the color and the pigment over here, pulling it out just a little bit. Then whatever left over, I'm just going to run it into the inner portion of the eye, so it blends just a little bit. Cleaning off that brush, further blending just a little bit, just pulling it out a little. Whatever left over on the brush, which isn't much product at all, I'm just going to add this right over here, just at the ends, or just the outer V. But I'm not being neat at all, I'm just being really, really messy. I'm just gonna pull up just a little. So I have this Morphe 2 Jelly Eye Shimmer, and this is in Confetti. I'm gonna add this right to the center. It's just a beautiful, beautiful shimmer. I haven't used this yet, but I've been really excited and I've been waiting for an opportunity to trying this out. So I'm just taking a little fluffy brush and I'm just getting a little product on the brush. I'm gonna close this up because this is a jelly eye shimmer, so I'm assuming it's going to dry out really quickly if you keep it opened. So I'm gonna take the extra product because I don't want tons of product on the brush. And now I'm just going to stamp this all on the center of the lid. That's a really pretty shimmer. It's not extremely intense if you go in this way, which I didn't really want it super intense anyways, but I'm gonna keep this product directly and mainly in the center. I'm gonna start off with the lid and just bring a little bit of it above the crease. So I'm pretty much just stopping where we drew in that little definition. I'm just gonna keep this right here. This is a really pretty color. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of liquid liner. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm just gonna go in with the black and I'm gonna do a very small, hopefully a very small wing. It usually just kind of does what it wants from time to time, but I'm aiming for a small wing, so fingers crossed. I'm gonna get really, really close to the mirror. I'm just really bad at filming eyeliner, so just please bear with me. I'm just gonna take a little pointed Q-tip and I'm just going to clean up just a little. I'm going to go back in with Empower and I'm going to take a very, very small brush, something like this, and I am just going to buff out the outer portion or the top portion of that eyeliner. I just want it to be a little smoky, but not too smoky. I'm just gonna go in with a little more of this eyeliner because a little too much got covered. Going back in with Empower, I'm just gonna take a flat liner defining brush. What is it called? Flat definer brush. Being a very small amount of product, tapping off the excess. And I am just going to add this right on the lower lash line. I really want this to be nice and smoky. So I'm just taking my time and I'm blending this into the waterline. And going in small sections really prevents and reduces tons of fallout. I'm just taking my time with this. So once I've laid that base, I'm going to go back over and bring it down just a little bit, just on the outer portion, so it's connecting to this eyeliner that we have right here. And I'm going to keep it a little thinner going in towards the inner portion of the eye. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Imagine, taking a small little brush, and I am just going to add this right in the center underneath. And that's where I'm depositing most of this color. I'm just going to buff it left and right so everything is just blended. Again, I don't want to lose that definition. I just want there to be a little bit of a blend. So now I'm going to go back in with Desire, and I'm just going to add a little more right here. This is the same shade we used for the inner tear duct. Just want to open up the eyes just a little. You can probably go in with a smaller brush, but I don't really want to use another brush, especially if I don't really feel like I need to. This is doing the job. Whatever left over, I'm just kind of bringing it in and just pushing it out a little bit right here, just to open the eyes just a little more without really doing too much. So now I'm going to clean that brush off. And there's a lighter shade of pink in this palette, which is this one, and it's Envision. I take the same brush, I cleaned it off really well, taking the tiniest amount. And I'm gonna pop that right here. And I'm just kind of dragging it out so it just blends really nice. And just kind of turning the brush to the side, so it just gives it a very nice, smooth blend. I feel like I want to add more sparkle to this. But before I do that, let me just dust off all of this powder that we have going on. This time I'm just going to go in straight away with just taking a very small amount. And I'm going to go in and just kind of add a little more. But I'm now focusing a little more on the lid. I feel like if I go in with my fingers, it's going to be very aggressive, so I'm trying to stay away from that. I do love a lot of glitter, I'm not going to lie. You know the drill, curling and then mascara. I'm going to use this Essence Lash Princess, the Curl and Volume Mascara. And I'm just going to go in with one good coat, since I don't need too much, since we are going in with lashes. I'm going to go in with my Salon Perfects in 614s. Okay, so the lashes are on, and now I'm going to go in with a little more bronzer because my face is looking a little pale. I'm going in with my iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder, and this is in Warm Bronze. Just taking a really big brush. This is the Real Techniques multitasker brush. Taking a little bit of product, and I'm not being very precise. I just want warmth to the face. I'm going pretty much into the brows also. And underneath the chin. Okay, so I got this palette. This is Seraphine Botanicals, and this is Happy Hibiscus. It's a luminizer and blush palette. There are 4 shades in here, and this one right here is a really pretty corally blush, and the rest is just illuminators. highlighters. They're highlighters. So I'm going to try this orangey corally blush and I'm going to see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks good. I think a coral blush would look really pretty with this look. There is quite a bit of fallout with this palette, but let's just add. It's a little light. It is pretty, but it's a little light. So I'm gonna go in with another blush just to really make this pop, because I do want a little more blush, but it is giving my skin a really pretty glow. So I may not need to go in with a highlighter. So let's do that. I'm gonna really pack this color on. I'm not gonna go in with any other blush, I'm sorry, any other highlighter on my cheek. So let me look for something really quick. Okay, I found my Peachy Love from Anastasia, and I'm just gonna mix all three colors together. I do really like this blush. I'm just putting this right over here. Yeah, that other blush was really pretty. It was just a little too light for me, but it's giving my skin a really, really nice, healthy glow. I'm just gonna add a little bit right here, nothing too crazy, just whatever is left over. I'm gonna go on with this palette. There is a highlighter in here, and it's Dewdrop. I think this color is gonna go really well with this look. Okay, so taking a very, very small brush. Hold on, I'm looking for a very small brush. And I'm just gonna highlight the tip of my nose, and then we'll work on the bridge. This is always my struggle. I have to look straight ahead, so hopefully the mirror's not blocking. I think that wasn't too high. You know what, maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of this in my inner tear duct. I wasn't really planning on it. Maybe I just want just a little bit. So I'm gonna just take the tiniest amount and just pop that right here. And then that's it. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder in medium. I'm just taking a little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to buff everything in. I do think I also want to brighten up underneath my eyes just a little bit. I've really been loving my Dragon Beauty powder. And with this, if you guys haven't seen it before, I'm going to show it to you really, really quickly. I'm just trying to clean off my brush just a little. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It has a pink and a yellow shade. So pink is here and yellow is here. Usually I mix it together, but today I think I want to do just a little bit of yellow. And you don't need a lot of this at all. I'm just going to keep this right here, just in this little inner triangle. And I don't know, but hopefully you guys can see the difference. You do want to be really careful with this because I've definitely gotten a bit heavy-handed, and it was very, very noticeable, and not in a good way. But once you've figured it out and just adjusted it to how much you really need and want to put on, it's such a beautiful, beautiful powder. I love both colors. Like I said, I usually like mixing both, but today we're just going to do yellow, and whatever's left over, I'm just going to add a little balance everywhere else here. We're going to go in with two NYX Suede Lip Liners. The darkest one is Downtown Beauty, and the lighter one is London. And I'm also using another NYX Suede product. This is the matte lipstick in Dainty Days. So with the bottom lip, I pretty much just go right underneath. And I just take my pencil and I move it to the side so it's on this angle instead of straight on. So it just blends it a little bit. And then the top I do overline just the Cupid's bow. Like that. And then I go in just hitting my normal lip line. So now I'm going to go in with London and I'm going to blend that lip liner just a little bit. And now Dainty Days. It's a really, really just beautiful nude color. So pretty. I am trying to look for a lip liner brush, but I cannot find one. Doesn't seem like I can find one, so I'm just going to use a little brush and just tapping and pushing it in. I'm just gonna outline a little more. Which is kind of on the top and bottom. Alright, so this is the complete look. I really love the way it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this look, and this tutorial. Please, if you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.